fans? It's Caitlin Clark. I can't wait to get to Indianapolis. I know you guys are excited. I am too. Go Fever!
Under the soft lights of Milan Fashion Week, the Prada show unfolded like a carefully choreographed play. The runway shimmered with sleek silhouettes and bold textures, but the true drama was happening in the front row. There sat Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever guard whose name has become synonymous with the future of the WNBA, alongside Eileen, the freestyle skiing prodigy who has captivated audiences across continents. Their presence together was more than a fashionable coincidence, it was a moment that spoke volumes about the way sport, culture, and style now intertwine. Clark's off-season has been a whirlwind. After a rookie campaign that drew both admiration and controversy, she refused to fade quietly into the background. She stepped into the role of NBA analyst, proving that her sharp mind could dissect the game as well as her hands could command it. She returned to the golf course, indulging in another competitive outlet. And then, in Milan, she crossed into a different arena altogether, the world of high fashion. Dressed in khakis, a striped polo, a jacket, and sunglasses, she carried herself with the casual confidence of someone who knows she belongs, even in spaces far removed from the hardwood. Beside her, Eileen embodied a different kind of poise. Clad in an all-gray ensemble, she radiated the effortless elegance that has made her a darling of both sports and fashion. Gu's story is layered with complexity. Born in the United States, choosing to represent China internationally, and navigating the scrutiny that followed. She has been celebrated as a bridge between cultures, yet criticized by political figures for her choices. Still, she has never let the noise drown out her voice. Like Clark, she has learned to move through criticism with grace, turning pressure into fuel. The clip of the two women conversing during the show quickly spread online, amplified by fan accounts and fashion watchers alike. It wasn't just about what they wore, it was about what they represented. Two young athletes, each carrying the weight of expectation, each carving out space beyond their sport, sitting side by side at one of fashion's most prestigious events. It was a reminder that athletes today are not confined to their arenas. They are cultural figures, shaping narratives that extend far beyond competition. Clark's journey to Milan was paved with resilience. Her sophomore season with the Fever was riddled with injuries, a left quad strain, groin issues on both sides, that limited her to just 13 games. Yet even in that shortened campaign, she averaged 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, 5 rebounds, and 1.6 steals, numbers that spoke to her brilliance even as her body betrayed her. The Fever fought their way to the semi-finals, only to fall to the Las Vegas Aces in 5 games. Clark's return promises hope, but it is tempered by uncertainty. The WNBA and its players' union remain locked in negotiations over a new collective bargaining agreement, casting a shadow over the league's future. Gu's path has been no less demanding. Her decision to represent China drew sharp criticism, even from figures as prominent as U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance. Yet she has continued to thrive, winning medals, gracing magazine covers, and becoming a fixture at fashion shows. Her ability to navigate dual identities, athlete and model, American-born and Chinese representative, has made her a symbol of the complexities of modern global culture. Together, Clark and Gu at Prada embodied a new kind of power. They showed that athletes can be more than competitors, they can be storytellers, icons, and muses. Their conversation in the front row was not just small talk, it was a meeting of worlds, a blending of narratives, a glimpse into the future of sport and culture. Milan Fashion Week has always been about spectacle, but in that moment, the spectacle was not on the runway. It was in the quiet exchange between two women who have learned to carry both brilliance and fragility, both scrutiny and grace, into every space they enter. In the hush after the Prada show, the image of Caitlin Clark and Eileen sitting side by side lingers as a quiet emblem of a shifting cultural moment, two athletes whose careers stretch beyond scores and medals into fashion, diplomacy, and the messy, luminous business of being young and visible in a global spotlight. Their conversation in Milan was a small, human moment that nevertheless spoke to larger truths, the porous borders between sport and style, the resilience required to withstand public scrutiny, and the possibility that influence now travels as easily from a front row as it does from a finish line or a final buzzer. As both women continue to write their stories, on courts, on slopes, and on runways, they remind us that talent and vulnerability often arrive together, and that the most compelling narratives are those that hold both. Thank you for following this story and for witnessing how two different paths converged under the lights of Milan. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bells. It greatly helps us.